So for the last 365 days I used the Razer Hammerheads here intensively and try to make them my all-day drivers, so the question is, are they still relevant in 2021? I think their sleek looks and the build quality is really good. They look like the alienated cousins of the regular Apple EarPods, and that is actually a pretty good thing. They look unique enough to differentiate themselves from the pack. But it's not the looks nor the build quality that define a great and long-lasting product. It's their core values, and in that case, it's sound quality. But before we dive into that, let's see what Razer added as features onto the Hammerheads, as well as seeing what's inside the box when we open it. There are the Hammerheads themselves, which do possess a battery length of roughly 4 hours. Also the well-built and sturdy case, which adds another 12 hours on top. In case you are thinking that 4 hours isn't really that much to talk about, then you're thinking the same as Razer does. Nowhere in their advertisement or their product pages I could find a single mention about battery runtime, except one small tiny deterrent that talks more around instead of the problem. This is one of the major gripes that I have with the Hammerheads. But let's stop talking about and listen to them. This test is simulated. I tried to get the audio quality as close as I could to how they sound. Okay, and what about this song? Okay, I like the other one more. Let's get back. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. After doing whatever move that was, it's time to test them against another pair of earbuds that I have, which I personally see as the best on the market until their successor arrives. So let's hear the Sony 1000 XM3s in a comparison with the Hammerheads, even though it's not a fair comparison in terms of price and ability. Now to the last feature that gets hyped up by Razer immensely in their ads, and is something that I found really intriguing for quite a long time until I realized actually what was the thinking behind it. It's Razer's ultra low latency connection at 60 milliseconds, which is quite a noticeable difference compared to not using this feature. But after playing some games and recording some podcasts with them, a question popped into my mind. Why do I actually have to switch this function on? Why isn't it always on as the default setting? It's clearly better. After thinking about it for a while, I came to the conclusion that there's only one logical explanation to why it isn't the standard setting. It must be very battery intensive, so much so that with the low amount of 4 hours they already had, it just couldn't afford to chop off another hour or so with the ultra low latency always turned on. So my overall conclusion is actually pretty simple. They didn't become my daily drivers. I actually tried to use them only at home when I knew I could plug them in. At least in 2020 there wasn't much to go to anyways. Thank you very much for watching. My name was Leech as always, and I'm off writing the next script. This was actually all filmed with my B cam because my A cam, well, I got unlucky, and there will be a video about that as well. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, goodbye.